Hi there. We're two coaches, both named Maureen, who are here to share with you some tips and ideas and conversations about how to have a little bit, or a lot perhaps, more ease and joy in your life. Today, I'm going to ask Maureen a really important question. Because she has, first, I want to say, Maureen has written a book. It's called Hand on Your Heart, and it's her memoirs of her time in Afghanistan. Have I got that right, Maureen?
Yeah. Well, the title is slightly different. It's called Hand on My Heart.
Thank you.
And the subtext is, or subtitle is A Canadian Doctor's Awakening in Afghanistan. And it is my memoirs about how I grew from those experiences of a decade.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
The book launch is the 15th of February. In Vancouver. That's the only one we planned as yet, and it's at UBC.
Okay. Thank you. Well, this is about letting go of outcomes. I have a little bit of information. I know you told me the 15th. I totally, got things mixed up. And with writing a book, I'm sure there's a lot of wanting to have things go a certain way. How are you navigating letting go of trying to tightly control all the outcomes?
Well, the thing is, when you write a book, or when I was writing my book, I had all sorts of control over the outcome, right? Because I was writing it. And then people, when I got some feedback, they wanted it different from how I wrote it. And that was the beginning of the letting go. Because maybe I didn't want to share that much of myself in that book, right? But that's what would be a draw. And that's the feedback people gave me. So I took that step. And so it became a stepwise process of letting go of what I thought I was comfortable with and writing what actually I really wanted to write, in truth. I just had to have the guts to do it. And then the real letting go is, well, once you've got the final product, it goes to the printer, and I don't have any control over that now. And then it goes out to bookshops or people who order it or whatever, and they make of that book and what I wrote what they will. I have no say. And so they either accept it and it means something to them, or they don't, or they hate it, and that's up to them. It's, for me, I look at it as my offering, my gift. It's something I give, and yes, people buy it. But I don't control anything beyond the offering. And if I look at it that way, then it's just something that I can give, and people use it or not at their discretion.
Wow, thank you for that. And that step-by-step process to the big letting go at the printers, going out to bookshops. And what do you notice in your body in the letting go?
Well, I can get all worked up about things. I can think about, like today I have an interview in French, and I can go, oh gosh, I better get it right, or I better, it's not going to be perfect. But you know, again, it's just, I offer what I have to offer. I do my best in the moment, and I have a little self-compassion because I'm not going to be perfect. And I let it go. And as I let it go, there's just this relaxation that happening, and it's kind of like, okay, I got my feet on the ground. They're firmly on the ground. I'm not going to fall. Um, and and I typically do a couple of deep breaths when I get a little bit like that, so that I can relax. And I notice then that um, I just feel lighter and feel um, just more at home in my own body. Yeah.
Thank you. And I heard your voice soften as you talked, and I'm thinking that self-compassion, the breathing, it's here alive in you right now as we're talking.
Exactly. Well, I woke up, you know, at, I don't know, maybe it was 5 o'clock. I didn't look at the clock, and I was speaking to myself in French in my dream,
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh.
and I was being interviewed, um, and it was all mixed up with some, you know, some historical program that we had watched on Netflix, and so it was all mixed up. But what the end result of that, or what I noticed at that point in time, was this tension, right? And then
Yeah.
I just said, hey, you got this. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. I love it, Maureen. Thank you so much. It's a lot about you being compassionate towards yourself, knowing you have been invited to expand your sharing of you and your experiences to offer something to a whole lot of people that you have no idea who are really going to purchase. You'll know some. And the offering, and it's about connection. That's what just really is standing out to me, and how important that is. And you can be real because that's who you are, and wanting to be connected with people. And that is an important aspect of your both your writing, sharing and offering, and connecting with people.
Yeah. And um, two things popped up. One was uh, I'm I'm at the age that I'm at right now, and I only have so much more time before, you know, typically one would die. And so I may as well make the best of it and do as much as I can with that amount of time. So that was one thing that popped into mind. The other thing that popped into mind popped out of my mind. So can you repeat what you said again? And
Well, I can't repeat it exactly, but what you were talking about though, what
oh, I
you're
got it. I got
offering
it.
connection. Okay.
I got it. The connection thing. Um, the uh, One of the reasons that I wanted to write the book was to open discussion and to build connection, community around some topics that are important to me. And one of the topics is the concept of us and them, and how easy it is for us to judge someone who's different from us, whether it be that they're dressing different, they believe different things, they think in different ways, they have a different focus in their job or in their life, and it's so easy for us to judge those people. For me, and it was really easy to judge Afghans because I was going over to this really crazy, weird place that I didn't know anything about. Um, and I chose not to do that. And that opened up an entire world to me that wouldn't have opened up had I been full of judgment. And so the concept of being open and staying open and suspending judgment and being curious rather than shutting things down is what I would love to see people do more of.
Oh my God, thank you so much for that. I just feel these tingles all over me. And it's, yeah, what if our world could have more openness and curiosity and a real genuine interest in each other and different ways of being. And yeah, thank you for writing the book and for sharing your wisdom. You want to say something, I can see there's something important.
Well, I was just going to say that diversity is kind of like the spice of life, and sameness is really kind of boring and isn't going to solve these tremendous questions and challenges that we have to hurdle over. We don't need more of the sameness. We need more diversity. And diversity doesn't mean one person has the right answer. It means that there's a whole pile of people with different opinions, and they'll come together and those will percolate and new answers will pop up from that. Is that sort of how I think of diversity and one of its benefits.
Thank you. That feels like a really great place to complete. Letting go of outcomes, openness to really connecting with people on so many different levels and being genuinely interested, learning, and diversity, the spice of life. I love that. Just, it feels so, oh, well, the word powerful comes in, but that doesn't feel like it's doing it justice. I want to ask you, Maureen, is there one thing that you would like to share with our listeners to send them on their way today?
My suggestion is be curious and suspend judgment and try it out just for a day.
Thank you. I'm going to take your words of wisdom to heart and practice. Thank you so much, Maureen. I'm so excited and so proud of you, and just can't wait to read your book. And
thank you.
So for our listeners to find more information about you,
go to maureenmayhew.com. And you?
Caley-Verdonk.com.
Until next time.
Yes, we'll see you.